It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs up against the Los Angeles Clippers. For Los Angeles, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games, they can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. And now around the halfway point, the novelty of the new season has died down, and we're still a long way from the playoffs. Shaq, how do the players maintain focus through this stretch? How do you maintain focus?
Well,
Have you maintained focus?
Easy. You're a pro, Ernie. Do your job. That's your job.
There you go.
You know, and not only that, you got to be a real competitor. You got to want to compete.
Yeah, good coaching, and the veterans can help you through this. Because the veterans have been here before, they can kind of lead you and guide you.
Do you feel focused right now?
Not at all.
No. Do you feel focused right now?
Never.
Well, that makes three of us. Here's Kevin Harlan. He's always focused.
It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Clippers come into town for this one. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. It's out on the road tomorrow as the Spurs wrap up this home stretch. Well, they're entering a bit of a soft spot in their schedule, facing off guys against some of the lower-ranked teams in the league, and we'll see if they're able to take advantage and have their win total.
And you know, right now for San Antonio, it hasn't been the type of fully dominant season that a lot of the experts predicted, but they're still in a position that many other teams would envy at this point.
And still with time to put it all together and make this a successful season. Because as disappointed as this may seem right now, they're still at the top of the standings right now. It's really all about the playoffs for a team of this caliber.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Harris is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Gallinari. Then there's Bradley. And it's Beverly in at the one spot. And Leonard gets it to go.
A developing theme defensively. You must stay in Kawhi's shirt out on the perimeter.
And Beverly kicks to Harris. Over Aldridge, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Stolen by Beverly. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss. And the Spurs with possession. It's a three-point game. I want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
When things come too easy, it's easy to lose focus. But they held each other accountable and played hard.
And LaMarcus Aldridge really possesses tremendous shooting touch when you consider this guy's basically a 7-footer, and he's increasing that range. Last season, up over 40% from three.
Boy, DeAndre has gotten more and more comfortable from inside, really making a name for himself down there.
Leonard against Gallinari. Leonard attacking, but they recover it. Mills in the corner, takes the three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And simply put, they couldn't score. They never got completely in sync in that one.
Well, that's putting it mildly. They were in total disarray. I have no idea where their heads were that night.
Now Gasol, following the three-point attempt by Avery Bradley. Here's Murray. And there it is for him.
A guy who converts well at the rim. You like to see the aggression there.
You really like him setting the tone early. Physical, challenging guys to stop him.
Now here is Harris. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Heat in Miami.
You know what? I also like how he attacked the glass. Gave a terrific effort in that department.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Spurs.
And they took a balanced approach for the most part. They didn't get caught up in any one aspect of the game. They got their points all over the floor.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Jordan the screen. Rejected by Gasol.
And for his career among active players, Pau Gasol top 3 in block shots.
Here's Mills, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And last season, Patty Mills averaging the most assists of his career. In fact, he was the highest efficiency player rated on the Spurs.
You know what? He says becoming more of a leader has helped him grow as a playmaker. He's enjoying his new role.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Mills. And as we get into the meat of the NBA season, wear and tear starting to factor in for rotation players. It's just how hard can playing 36 minutes a night, every game be in a body.
Yeah, you know, it's a lot of wear and tear, and a lot of times you get to see it at the end of the season in the playoffs. So if you can keep some of these star players and all players around 36, 35, 34, and then let them play a little bit longer in playoffs, that's what you're trying to do as a coaching staff.
I'm looking back here. You played almost 40 minutes a game back in the late 90s. Wow.
That's why I'm sitting here right next to you right now, Kevin.
Yeah, that's right. Now, here's Beverly. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Clock is at 3. No good. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Murray with it. Aldridge a screen. Here's Murray. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Clippers trail by 5. Gallinari in the corner. No good with the triple. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Back to Murray. Aldridge a screen. Murray the pass to Aldridge. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Harris outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Harris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now here's Mills. He had a 12-point outing in. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1. And Kawhi Leonard, the only player other than Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon to be an all-star starter. Greg win the Defensive Player of the Year and win a Finals MVP award.
And Kevin, I think it's fair to say that's some lofty company to be in. You know, you're worried with the retirement of Tim Duncan. Would the Spurs go through a lull? They found another two-way superstar to kind of build their team around, much in the same in terms of mannerisms as a Tim Duncan.
You know, nothing against George Hill, but trading him for Kawhi Leonard on draft day 2011, franchise-changing move.
Now here's Beverly. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Bradley. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got his 3rd rebound tonight.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Murray, no good.
How many times have you seen him do that? Losing focus on a simple lay-in.
Bradley, no one around him. Bradley with another miss. Spurs leading by 5. Here's Mills. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
One of the best standstill shooters in the league. Mills getting better at scoring off the dribble.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
And they did win that last game in this matchup. And it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
Now here's Beverly. Outside Bradley. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by the Spurs. Gasol's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
There does come a time when you haven't made anything all quarter long. Pass the rock.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Clippers trail by 9. And Beverly kicks to Gallinari. The pass to Harris. Jordan the screen. Can they get it? And it's sent back by Aldridge.
Great effort there. Aldridge sniffs out the shot, sends it back.
Here's Leonard. Kicks to Gasol. Over Jordan. And it's blocked by Jordan. Good looking screen by Gasol. A second chance effort.
DeAndre is simply one of the most electrifying shot blockers in the game. If you put up a shot around him, you better put it up high.
San Antonio leading by 7. Aldridge with a screen on Gallinari. Leonard dishes to Aldridge. It's stolen by Bradley. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. He feeds it to Jordan. Yep, that one goes. Jordan's got his 2nd basket of the night.
A beautiful bounce pass on the deck. He put it only where his man could get it.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And Tobias Harris, the former Tennessee Volunteer. You would think a player who has been so efficient, Steve, on offense his whole career wouldn't have bounced around as much as he has.
It is surprising how much he's changed teams. Always a factor on offense, and he doesn't need many touches. If I'm a coach, I love to have him as an option.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Harrell, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Rivers comes in for Gallinari. Williams, he's checked in for Bradley. And Teodosic subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Williams kicks to Harrell. Jordan the screen. Back to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
DeAndre knows his role. He is going to use that big body to set screens for his teammates.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Now here's Laverne. Parker passes to Gay. And it's blocked. The kick out to Anderson. And the 3 ball is good. Anderson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Teodosic. There's the dish to Harrell. Green against Williams. Rivers in the corner. Picked by Harrell. Just 4 to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Smitty, what do you think about the super teams being put together? People have complained that it's not right for a mid-market or smaller market team like Oklahoma City to lose a Kevin Durant and go to a team that's already great. What do you think about these teams getting even stronger and maybe the other teams weakening because of it, and the overall strength of the league then is lopsided?
Well, I think when you look at it, when you watch teams that win championships, they always usually have a big 3 some kind of way. But I think now people are looking at it, if it's, I guess, created organically, people are right. But I think now people are saying, how can a guy just lose to these guys and join them? But I think it's still a business, and I think when a guy is a free agent, he has that choice. And you look at Kevin Durant speaking, he wanted to go where he thought was the best place for him to win a championship, where he felt comfortable. It's just that they just lost to the Golden State. That's why I think a lot of people are unhappy.
And not an indictment on Oklahoma City, but I think also, would you agree, Steve, the style of play with the Warriors really attracted Durant?
I think the style of play by the Warriors will attract me right now, and I can't get up in town and run. He likes to shoot threes. He likes to get up, and his offense is probably what he does best. And Golden State Warriors are one of those teams, they do it at a high level. It was a match made in heaven.
Now, here's Parker. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Shots good by Laverne.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Clippers trail by 9. Williams kicks to Harrell. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now here's Parker. There's a good screen. To the middle. It's tipped. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Here's Williams. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, he can hit the three. He can drive it. Now you see what Williams can do from the mid-range.
Spurs leading by 5. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. They did get a win in the last game against this team, but he told me we're facing a dynamite offense. We were lucky to get a win the last time. We need to have discipline and detail tonight and try to minimize mistakes. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks as always, David. Well, they know what their toughest job is going to be today.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always hard to go up against a team that can light it up like this. You can't let them hit the ground running.
You know what, Greg, you're right. So many of their games are decided in the first half because their offense starts clicking. They build up a big lead and just run away and hide.
Here's Gay. The Clippers getting the bucket. Parker's shot is off. We've got 1:55 left here in the first quarter. The three. Rebounded by the Spurs. Green dishes to Parker. Back to Green. Here's Laverne. The kick out to Anderson. Outside, Green. Gay sets the pick for Green. It's Anderson with the drive. Misses in close.
I appreciate the attack mindset, but with the defense tracking him down, it was probably better to kick that one out. Some coaches might not like taking the three on the fast break, but he had the open look and buried it.
San Antonio leading. Pass to Laverne. Wide open look. Bank shot. No good.
Come on, that's your bread and butter. You can't miss that.
Rivers against Anderson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. You have to give a lot of credit to Austin Rivers for how he has improved since his rookie season.
And one big reason for Rivers earning his spot is his improved efficiency. Had trouble shooting from the mid-range and out early on and worked on that part of his game, which opened up everything else for his skill.
No good on the free throw. You think back to the start of Austin Rivers' NBA career and you see just how far he's come as a player. Has always had the physical skills and speed, but has made big leaps, I think, Steve, in his play.
You know what? You're right, Kevin. Looking back at his rookie year, he just seemed overwhelmed. But now he's on the floor. He looks in complete control. Game has slowed down for him. He has become a much more efficient player.
And he sinks the second. Well, one thing you know with this Clippers franchise is they are not going to let money be a hurdle when it comes to their goal of winning a title. Ownership, Steve, has shown they're willing to put out money to get the best players on the floor.
Well, it all starts back to when this team was sold for $2 billion. Ownership is not afraid to open up their checkbook to acquire talent. Next for them is just getting to the next level and winning a championship.
And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. We've got 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. There's the screen. Out to the right wing. Here's Marjanovic. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Green kicks to Anderson. On the wing, Williams. 4 seconds left. Goes back up. And Marjanovic with the layup. Marjanovic has got his first points of the night.
A terrific offensive rebounder. Here he is doing it again.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Clippers lead by 1. Live from the AT&TCenter in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And the Gasol brothers, Pau, talked about the joy of sharing the NBA stage with his brother Mark.
It's like a dream come true. It's hard to really picture it. I'm just proud to be Mark's brother, and I'm proud of what he's become as a basketball player and as a man.
Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale, the way two of them, sons of medical professionals in Spain, have become two of the best centers in the NBA of this era.
Especially when you remember what a raw talent and how big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers. I mean, they traded him to Memphis for his brother, and that does all seem like fiction, doesn't it?
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Aggressive defense in that first period. They forced several miscues.
These guys have quick hands. You have to protect the ball around all of them.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Austin Rivers is out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then there's Marjanovic. Then it's Williams. And it's Teodosic in at the point. Free throw drops in for Tony Parker.
In the Spurs last season, how about setting the all-time record for consecutive winning seasons with 20? This is a group that's won 50 or more games in every one of those seasons except the strike-shortened one in '99.
And Tony Parker drops them both. And Greg, for the Spurs, they're so competitive. It's inevitable. They just win year after year.
Yeah, but that big three of Duncan, Parker, and Ginobili, the all-time winningest trio in the history of our league, had a lot to do with it. And as that era comes to an end, they're doing a terrific job of just picking up new star talent without skipping a beat.
Here's Parker following the score by Lou Williams. Parker drives in. Hey, and the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, you see right there, Rudy attacks and maintains focus. He is a load to contain.
And Rudy Gay suffered the injury last season, but was still a wanted man when free agency rolled around, Greg, and San Antonio got him.
Yeah, I mean, the Spurs made a big offer for him, and Gay felt it was the right fit. Interesting to see how his role develops in San Antonio this year. Still, there's a feeling that he's got a lot left in the tank. And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
The Clippers trail. Williams kicks to Rivers. Feeds it to Harrell. To the paint. Here's Marjanovic. It's hauled in by Gay.
When you miss a lay-in, it sort of sucks the energy out of your team.
Parker kicks to Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Green's got his first 2 points.
And Parker really did a phenomenal job feeding that ball to his teammate for the shot there. His playmaking ability is off the charts.
Harrell, the pass to Williams. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Clippers moving the ball around. That one, no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Leonard, he's checked in for Anderson. Harris is checked in for Los Angeles. Gallinari comes in for Lou Williams. Gay dishes to Laverne. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Teodosic. Los Angeles with another miss. Spurs leading by 4. Now the feed to Green. Back to Parker. There's the pick. Outside Green. Lets it go from 11. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Marjanovic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Passes it to Rivers. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Shoots off the screen. That one off the back iron and out.
He likes to work that in-between area. Upset with himself that he couldn't connect.
Clippers trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Defenses has to be careful. You know Gallinari is going to force fouls, but you have to try to prevent the N1.
And as good as Gallinari can be on the offensive side, Greg, he's a bit of a one-way player.
Yeah, and Gallinari is best in a situation where you can kind of hide him on defense. You want him out there on the floor due to his genius in terms of the offensive game, but he can't hang with most starting caliber forwards defensively.
Smitty, we have a question sent in by a viewer. They want to know, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what food would you pick? And got anything for that?
You know what? Ooh, Kevin, that's a good question. There's so many, especially my mom's cooking. But I'm going to go with shrimp fried rice. That's the one I think I would eat for the rest of my life.
And finished off by Gasol.
Easy bucket for Powell. Failed to block him out. He'll hover around the offensive boards all day.
And here's Beverly. He dishes it to Harris. Los Angeles with another miss.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, Kawhi Leonard has become a go-to scorer, but his focus still starts at the defensive end. He said, my mindset is the same every game. Whoever I'm playing against, I go in and try to stop their best scorer and then try to get myself going on the offensive end. Kevin?
And David, that's what you get with Kawhi. Mr. Consistency, one of the best two-way players in the game. 5 on the clock. Rejected by Harris.
You don't see a lot of block shots from Harris, so enjoy that one.
In the corner, Bradley with it. From deep, Gallinari, the offensive rebound, and Gasol sends it back. Now Leonard, 8 points for him. Here's Murray. It's hauled in by Harris. Clippers trail by 5. He kicks it to Beverly. And the pass to Marjanovic. There's the pick. Outside Bradley. Back to Marjanovic. And Gasol sends it back. And he's able to get it back. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
Love the extra possessions. Defense has them stopped, but can't control the boards.
Mills with it. Dishes it to Murray. To the inside. And Aldridge, the basket on the assist by Murray. Aldridge has got his first basket of the night.
The 7'5" wingspan. That's what makes Aldridge so difficult to stop inside.
Marjanovic just screen on Leonard. Leonard with the steal. One-on-one here. Here's Murray. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And a lot to like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition, a high percentage look.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Jordan, he's checked in for Marjanovic.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw good, Murray. And Greg Popovich, also the head coach of the U.S. national men's basketball team, a former military man himself, and of course, guys, very passionate about his country.
You're totally right, Kevin. He's been outspoken, but his actions speak even louder. Doing a lot of charity work in San Antonio for disadvantaged youth. He cares, his players know it, and it's a part of what makes him a great man.
San Antonio leading by 6. Aldridge a screen. Leonard against Harris. They set the pick. Here's Mills. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And the Spurs with Pau Gasol and LaMarcus Aldridge up front. A huge front court, long front court. Steve, is that something they can stick with when teams like the Warriors go small?
No, I don't think so, Kevin. That's a challenge for them. Aldridge has to cover the 4 in those situations, and Gasol just doesn't have the lateral mobility at this point in his career.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Clippers trail by 9. Outside Bradley. Jordan the screen. A floater rejected by Gasol. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You talk about effort from Jordan. He's doing that magnificently. He's a handful on the glass.
Murray kicks to Gasol. Inside. Kicks it out to Leonard. Over Gallinari. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And Steve, Kawhi Leonard, one of just 3 players to increase his scoring average in each of the past 5 seasons.
I mean, you look at what he's done. He's become an elite scorer. The 3rd longest streak of double-digit scoring games in franchise history, surpassing Timmy D. That's the consistency that you expect from a franchise player.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
The Clippers with another early playoff exit last season. You still have to like the core of this team. Window might be closing, but they're always competitive.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. And Steve, tough to lose Chris Paul, but what do you like with this new roster in Los Angeles with the Clippers?
Well, Kevin, they did sign Danilo Gallinari. That gives them some size and shooting on the perimeter. They added depth in the backcourt without Chris Paul. They added Patrick Beverley and others. They'll look to do it by committee.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
I'll tell you, he just hasn't been able to get it done on the offensive end. It's kind of dragged down the team.
Count that one.
Oh, he's heating up here now in the second quarter. Watch out.
Clippers trail by 11. And the Clippers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Pau Gasol, as skilled of a big man as you'll find in this league, in my opinion. Passing, shooting, handling, you name it.
Here's Beverly. Here's Bradley. That one a little long.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Murray. Here's Leonard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Leonard's got 12 in the game. We were just talking about Pau shooting last season. He shot almost 55% from three-point range. How about that?
That's how you fend off Father Time. Keep adding layers to your game.
Outside Leonard. Aldridge against Harris. Gasol kicks to Mills. And it's blocked by Jordan. Gallinari in the corner. Leonard with the steal. Murray kicks to Gasol. Murray the pass to Leonard. And here's Mills from the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Jordan's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside Bradley. Goes up at the stripe. Happy to see that one drop, shooting a paltry 2 for 9.
And this is what Avery likes. It's where he feels most comfortable, the in-between area.
And here's Leonard from 3. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Once he's dialed in, helping to dictate the flow of this game.
And Beverly kicks to Harris. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 8 points for him.
Not a high percentage long-range shooter, but Tobias Harris knocked that one down.
Gasol a screen. Here's Aldridge, and Aldridge slams it in.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
That was just a textbook pick that allowed him room, and he took advantage of it.
And here is Los Angeles now after the basket by San Antonio. There's the lob to Aldridge, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And here's Bradley from 3. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 5 rebounds tonight.
You know, a little off his game this quarter. Still trying to find a rhythm, though.
Gasol's shot is good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Los Angeles calls timeout, and there are so many amazing players in the league right now. Smitty, when you look at some of the guys who came in since you retired, who would you like to have played with or played against?
I think with, it would have been a treat to play alongside LeBron James.
Yeah.
I think against, right now I'd love to see playing up against a guy like Giannis and Kristaps Porzingis, just the different ways these guys affect the game at their size. There's so many guys, and would love to get a chance to just be in front and marvel at watching Steph Curry go through what he's doing, and a Kyrie Irving.
Right.
There's so many guys, Kevin. I just wouldn't want to guard those guys. I'm going to just say play with all those guys, not against.
And here is Parker after Lou Williams was able to get the 3 to go. Gay dishes to Green. Here's the screen. Parker left side. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Well, there you go. Just at the point in Parker's career where he's driving less, he surprises the defense and draws the foul.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, you knew with all the potential free agents with the Clippers last offseason, they could look different this year. And you can't avoid change, as we all know, in the NBA.
You're so right, Kevin. A very different team makeup now for the Clippers. Hard to replace a player like Chris Paul. We'll see what this new look roster can do.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Popovich has done a great job of developing Tony Parker's entire game, and you're seeing it right now at the free throw line.
Williams passes to Rivers. Jordan sets the pick for Rivers. Pick by Harrell. Inside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. It's Anderson with the drive, and it goes down 2 points. Anderson's got 7 points in the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside Jordan. Kicks it to Rivers. Pick by Harrell. Just 5 on the clock. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Rivers.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
You know, going up against size, you know you have to get separation. Nice move from mid-range.
Here's Parker. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Parker's got the lead up to 14 now for the Spurs.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Rivers, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
Great change of direction. He sold the defense that he was taking the look and instead found his teammate for an even better one.
Parker outside. He feeds it to Green. From past the arc. And so that brings the first half to a close. Spurs out in front, up 11. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
You know, just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions about the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports.
Been working out.
Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He ended up with 15 points, 2 assists, and 2 steals. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
Well, it was an unselfish, team-oriented half of basketball. The ball never stopped moving. Their offense had a great flow to it. It prevented anyone from getting lazy out there. They're always moving, cutting, knowing where they need to pass the ball, Ernie.
Kenny, what's your take on the Clippers?
Well, one problem I see is that they're too timid on the boards. When you start to fall behind in the game, you need to become more aggressive on the offensive glass and the defensive glass.
And that is just about going to wrap it up as the second half is moments away. Down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know, anything can happen. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, you like to run more doubles at him, but the risk there opens up things for everybody else.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Aldridge is at the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Murray out there with Mills, and it's Leonard in at the small forward spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Aldridge, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Here's Gallinari. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Gallinari against Leonard. Gasol. And Jordan sends it back. Pass to Beverly. Launches a 3. Another shot. And Gasol sends it back. Outside Leonard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 18 points.
Off the catch, Leonard with the quick trigger. Nothing but money.
Lobs it up for Jordan. The alley-oop finish is off the mark.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Now here's Mills. He's got 9. In the corner, Murray with it. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
You know, coming out of the half, you want to set the tone for the rest of the game. But going 1 for 4 is the wrong way to do it.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gallinari. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Now here's Leonard. He's got 18. In the corner, Murray with it. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Spurs leading by 15, and Mills kicks to Aldridge. Back to Mills. Outside Aldridge. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. 6 to shoot. Mills can't hit.
I like the aggressive move on the layup attempt, but the defender, he just stayed right with him.
Harris misses. San Antonio's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And Steve, as the big 3 in San Antonio age and retire, how big was it for San Antonio to sign the all-star LaMarcus Aldridge?
You know, it's huge, Kevin, a Texas native, and it's easy to see why he chose the Spurs. It's been interesting to see him integrate his game into their system.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Spurs' Greg Popovich talked about developing players. He said, our method is usually tough love. I don't think coddling works. And beating them to death mentally doesn't work either. You give them a clear picture of what's demanded, show care, understand what makes them tick. If that doesn't get through, you get rid of them. Kevin?
And the military background of Popovich plays a part in this way of thinking, David. It's why the Spurs have been so successful for so many years.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
Harris outside. The putback, it's good on the putback.
DeAndre is relentless on the boards. If you hesitate boxing him out for a second, you are toast.
Murray kicks to Leonard. Back to Murray. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Murray's got 5 points in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Beverly kicks to Harris. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
We know Harris is good off the dribble, now becoming equally adept at the catch and shoot.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Leonard kicks to Murray. The 3. Count it, number 5 from the 4 this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Beverly dishes to Harris. Back to Beverly. Jordan the screen. Beverly the pass to Jordan. The three from Bradley. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
The Clippers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Man, Doc Rivers has quite the resume as a player and as a NBA coach. Won a title with the Boston Celtics, also a former Coach of the Year.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Marjanovic is checked in. And Harris drops them both. And with Rivers and the accolades he's had as a head coach, it goes a long way in how players and veterans want to play for him.
It is. Rivers has been in the league for such a long time. He has a lot of respect from his peers. Strong track record as a coach. Only missed the playoffs 3 times in his coaching career. He's a player's coach.
Now here's Beverly following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. Rejected by Gasol.
Patrick Beverly is a tone setter. Someone who doesn't back down from anyone. I admire his confidence.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Two shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And for the Spurs, such a remarkable run of success. In your mind, Smitty, what's been their secret?
Well, they develop extremely well, but once every decade or so, they draft a franchise player. In 1987, the Admiral. In 1997, the Big Fundamental. And in 2011, the Claw, Kawhi Leonard. And after that, as Pop would say it, don't mess it up. When you think about a great system and great execution, you think of the San Antonio Spurs. Not the most athletic team. You won't see a bunch of dunks or fast break points. If you love the game, you have to admire how they get things done.
And we've seen a litany of role players come to San Antonio and shoot guys career highs.
Well, you know, especially shooters. This offense gets them the cleanest look they can ask for. There's no great secret in their strategy. It's all in the execution.
First one falls for him. Well, you look back at the Clippers and what hurdles they've had to jump through, and they've faced a lot of bad luck over the last couple years, especially with injuries.
You know, this team can't catch a break, and it always seems like it's when playoff time is around. Always, it seems like one of the key star players are missing in the postseason. It happens year after year. It stunts their title hopes.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Clippers trail by 16. And here's Beverly. The dish now to Harris. The three from Bradley. A three-pointer is right on target. Bradley's got 7 points.
From out beyond the arc, Bradley getting more confident each year.
Spurs leading by 13. Murray kicks to Leonard. Outside Gasol. Fires the three. Nailed from three-point land. 9 points in the game so far.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And Pau Gasol, one of the most skilled 7-footers this league has ever seen. Whether it's the low post, high post, flaring off picks, you want the ball in his hands.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Green comes in for Patty Mills. And Tony Parker subbed in for Murray. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Williams, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. Beverly dishes to Harris. There's a screen by Marjanovic. The three. Harris misses. And Pau Gasol, a very good perimeter shooter, starting to stretch his range out beyond that three-point arc.
Yeah, his face-up game is becoming more and more prominent. Working from that elbow, he's become more of a triple threat. He can shoot it, drive it, and pass at a high level.
Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
An all-around handful to deal with. Tobias with a strong move for the potential +1.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Rivers comes in for Gallinari. And Teodosic subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
One shot.
That's good from Harris.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Spurs leading by 13. Parker passes to Leonard. There's the three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Marjanovic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good from outside.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Looking to end his cold spell. Here's Gasol. Pass to Aldridge. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Aldridge has got 6.
Almost automatic from there. Aldridge using his length to full advantage inside.
Marjanovic with a screen for Williams. He's off on that one. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. They led by as many as 18 points. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Now here's Parker. 8 points for him. Green kicks to Leonard. 5 on the clock. Over Harris. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Yet another case where you think you have Kawhi locked down, then he puts it right in your eye.
Rivers with it. Leonard picks him up. Here's Teodosic. Los Angeles with another miss.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, this lead has snowballed. Credit their killer instinct for piling on.
That's a 2 from Parker. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Williams for 3. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
He's done his job tonight scoring the basketball, but they've still been outplayed overall.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And you can see his wheels are turning. We'll see what he draws up here.
It's been an ongoing battle of adjustments, trying to identify your strongest matchup each time down the floor.
A different look now for San Antonio. Laverne, he's checked in for Gasol. Gay comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Anderson in for Kawhi Leonard. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Harrell's checked in. Now here's Gay. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Green with the block.
Good shot blocker for his size. Danny showing great timing right there.
And forcing the miss there. He just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Now here's Gay. Parker's shot is off.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Williams with the ball. Now Green defending, and the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. Now Williams. He's got 13. Passes to Teodosic. Clock at 6. Here's Rivers, and he gets it to go from the corner. Rivers has got 8 points.
Well, not the best look they can get, but at the end of the day, it's all about shot making.
Lob pass to Gay. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Goes up the baseline. No good off the front iron. Spurs leading by 15. Laverne. And Laverne throws it down.
The veteran eyes see all. Frenchie with the tremendous look to make that play happen.
Outside Williams. Marjanovic, a screen on Green. Off the pick. Doesn't go that time. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. That's a 2 from Parker. Here's Laverne, and it's denied. 1:58 left in the third quarter. Feeds to Williams. Marjanovic, a screen on Green. Just 5 to shoot. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
Nice timing on the pick and roll. Williams a solid playmaker when asked to fill that role.
Parker dishes to Green. To the paint. Here's Anderson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And here is the shot chart as we see how things are going for Bradley.
And every time he's pulled up from deep and let it fly, it's found a way to catch iron. Not sure if it is something with his release or the defense is bothering him on his threes, but I would expect him to attack the rim a bit just to kind of mix things up.
Free throw, good, Anderson. Jordan, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Both free throws good from Anderson. There's 1:26 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Teodosic. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. On the wing, Williams. 6 to shoot. Harrell setting the pick for Williams. Laverne with the steal. Green kicks to Parker. Kept alive. Here's Laverne. Nobody near Gay. Count it from 12. Gay's got 5 now.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Williams passes to Harrell. Here's Rivers. And the 3 off target. San Antonio leading by 19 points. Parker kicks to Anderson. And there's the feed to Laverne. Green dishes to Parker. 5 to shoot. The pass to Anderson. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular. And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Here's Teodosic. Picked by Harrell. Rivers gets a wide open look. Drops in the tray. Rivers has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Spurs lead by 19. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his huddle.
Hey guys, I told you, one bucket at a time, all right? One bucket at a time and extra passes. Extra passes. Let's go, baby.
Doc Rivers keeping his guys focused on the moment, trying to maximize the results of each possession.
Yeah, and there's no value in getting too far ahead of yourself. Just run the offense the way it was designed and just look for good shots each possession.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Williams is out there with Bradley. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Rivers in at the 3 spot. Now here's Williams. Parker with the steal. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Anderson with the ball. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle too.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Well, Steve, with the rise of NBA message boards and increased coverage from beat writers, NBA players have plenty of opportunity to read up on opinions of what people are saying about that player. Is this something that is impossible to avoid? And do some players read fan opinions about themselves? Are they reading these critiques?
Yeah, I think they are. Some players read in too much. Fans have a voice, but you don't have to read the good or the bad. But going back to the beat writers, I think a lot of times a beat writer is one of those guys that you see every day, and you're looking to challenge him when he writes something bad, and also you want to pat him on the back when he writes something good. But I think you got to look at the beat writer and understand he's doing his job. You got to kind of separate that. But a lot of times when there's a beat writer interact with a player, a lot of times it's bad, especially if the beat writer has written something negative toward the player. I wish they could separate those guys, and also the players can separate the beat writers from fans.
Gallinari passes to Bradley. Bucket is good.
And what I like about Avery at the guard position, he's unafraid to challenge the interior.
Murray with it. Gay outside. Anderson kicks to Murray. To the inside. Looking for Laverne. He gets it there. And here's Mills for 3. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
And this is where Mills kills you. Tremendous range.
Harrell kicks to Gallinari. Jordan the screen. Fires at the elbow. Offensive rebound. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 17 rebounds. Murray dishes to Laverne. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Right block shot. That one a little long. Clippers trail by 20. In the corner, Bradley with it. Buries the long-range jumper.
No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
Now here's Mills, guarded by Bradley. Shots good by Laverne.
Great eye contact. Guys working in tandem in the paint.
Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Now here's Harrell. Not a lot of room. Jordan the screen. And Beverly kicks to Harrell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Bradley. And the shot no good, a bit short. Spurs leading by 19 points. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Anderson outside. Out to the right wing. Murray, the pass to Anderson. Clippers trail by 19. And Beverly kicks to Jordan. Outside Bradley. Takes a shot at the elbow, and he knocks down the jumper.
I love the adjustments he's made here in the second half, getting the looks he wants now and shooting a much higher percentage.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And for DeAndre Jordan, he doesn't do a lot of things on the floor, but what he does do, he does extremely well, in my opinion. One of the best dunkers and finishers inside. He's also a fantastic rebounder on both ends.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Pau Gasol is checked in for Laverne. LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Kawhi Leonard in for Kyle Anderson. Now here's Murray. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Murray's got 10 points here in the second half. And with Jordan, it's not a knock to say he doesn't do too much. You know, Steve, he knows exactly what he's got to do and how to execute it. He's very much a classic center.
Yeah, he is. He's a throwback center, and he stays within himself. But what he does at an elite level is rim protection, rebounding, and finishing. His teammates recognize that he has the hot hand going. That's why they get him the ball every chance they get.
Dishes it to Bradley. Jordan the screen. A floater. Bradley can't get it to go.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
Gallinari with it. Leonard picks him up. Gallinari dishes to Harris. Now here's Beverly. And he makes good on the layup.
You see the quickness of Beverly, blinding speed in the inside.
San Antonio leading by 19. Aldridge a screen. Murray the pass to Mills. Aldridge with a screen on Bradley. He used that pick just right. And the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
I just hate seeing this, but no need to jump the gun. Let's see what it turns out to be.
And the Spurs making a change here. Green's checked in. In transition, here come the Spurs. No good off the back of the rim.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
Now here's Murray. Danilo Gallinari unable to get his last shot to go. Aldridge can't get it to go.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Now Murray. After Gallinari missed from long range, Murray. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Harris setting the pick for Beverly. At the elbow, it's Harris. And Smitty, this year the NBA choosing to start the season a bit earlier to cut down on the back-to-back games during the year. Do you think the NBA should spread the schedule out even more? Are you happy the way they have at least gone about this season?
I think the NBA, Adam Silver and those guys have done a fantastic job. I love how they give the guys basically a week after All-Star game. They're starting a little bit early to cut down the back-to-backs. Either way, if you can find ways to help the recovery time, is great. But I think right now, the league and the games and the scheduling, they're in good hands right now.
Here's Beverly following the three-pointer by San Antonio. And Gasol sends it back. And they'll keep possession. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Now here's Murray. He dishes it to Gasol. Spurs working the ball around now. And here's Beverly. Bradley kicks to Beverly. Jordan the screen for three. Harris. The Clippers keep it alive.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession. Just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock.
It's a nice sight to see DeAndre so focused on the offensive end. The more aggressive he is, the more the defense is going to pay attention to him.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleash chaos moment. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
His marksmanship this quarter has been unbelievable, yet they still trail in this game.
And last season, DeAndre Jordan leading the league in field goal percentage. Not a surprise when almost all his shots or dunks are lay-in Steve from 2 feet away, but he converts them.
Yeah, he does. I mean, it's hard to deal with a guy with that type of size and his strength and mobility. He can put you on the poster if he gets a step at the rim, and he can shrug off the foul attempt once he gets close enough.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. And across the NBA, we've seen players taking a vocal stance on various social issues. Smitty, you think that's pretty important?
Very important, and I think this generation has done it better than my generation. Obviously speaking out, but yes, they're using their social media tools to come out and talk about important issues. And the one thing you just want to bring light to these issues, and hopefully a lot of people, the more light you bring, the more solutions I think will come about.
Well said. Time now for an injury report.
Well, guys, I was able to catch up with the Spurs head athletic trainer. He told me that it appears as though he broke his toe on that play. Of course, the schedule is getting extremely demanding at this time of the season, and that injury is only going to make things worse. Kevin?
Thanks for checking in, DA. Injuries are always tough to deal with, but they're just a fact of life in the NBA.
And he'll have a lot of support as he goes through the recovery process. They want him back as soon as possible.
And we know how much better they'll be as a team when he's out of those street clothes and back in uniform.
The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Aldridge. Gasol dishes to Murray. Leonard on the wing. He kicks it to Gasol, and stolen by Jordan. Now Beverly. And the rejection by Leonard.
Strong instincts and positioning. Kawhi read that shot all the way.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Gallinari.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Steve, we're hearing more and more about video game competitions, the rise of esports. It's big business. Have you been following any of that?
Yes, I have. Rick, Fox, Jack, those guys with E-League here at Turner Sports. I get a chance to watch and bring my kids here and watch of it. I'm amazed. It's growing and growing and growing, and I love the competition of Rick Fox, Echo Fox versus Shaq's team.
And he sinks the second. LA's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Here's Beverly. Jordan the screen. With the teardrop. Gasol with the defensive effort.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Leonard the pass to Murray. Shot clock at 5. Leonard kicks to Parker for 3. Bradley with some nice D.
just not feeling it from beyond the arc. Sometimes that happens. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Left side, Harris. And with the new TV deals, we've seen players' salaries and caps certainly skyrocketing. What does that do in affecting relationships among the players, between the players, within a team?
I think, Kevin, when guys are happy, obviously with their salaries, they play better. But I think also it can affect sometimes, let's talk about it team-wise. You have a guy that's not playing at the level that you thought he would be playing. Because of the numbers, it's going to be harder and harder to move some of those guys. Then you have a guy that's playing better than a guy that's making a lot of money. He's going to expect, and some of these teams are not going to be able to play, so you're going to see a lot of movement. And back in our day, Kevin, my day, you didn't see that much movement. Because of these skyrocketing salaries, I think now it's going to be more and more movement.
And Steve, with the new deal signed between players and the league, it'll be, I think, easier for teams that have drafted and developed a player now to keep that player and not lose them to more money to another team.
You're totally right. I think guys getting drafted and they can play, they will definitely be there for years and years because they can make the most money with their teams respectively. Very smooth finish with the finger roll.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Murray kicks to Leonard. Gallinari with the steal. He feeds it to Beverly. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin, with Danny Green. And Danny, we know how good a shooter you are, obviously, but you have really incorporated defense into your game. Now, how important is it for you to show up at that end?
Very important. I mean, it helps the team a lot. My job really is come in, bring defense, and a lot of energy.
Well, mission accomplished for you tonight, Danny. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.